Hello! So today we are going to be going over the new Wet n Wild limited edition collection that they did, and it is, I'm just going to hold up the highlighter because it has the perfect example of the logo that is on everything that they did, and it is the Gothic highlighter that they did. Let me look up the exact name. They did GOTH-O-GRAPHIC. Is the official title. And this is the loose powder. They had a variety of things. They marketed them as lipsticks, but really they're more lip toppers that are kind of like holographic sparkly. They look a lot like kind of every glitter lip topper that's out there right now, so I didn't purchase them. They have their liquid eyeshadows, which I have got 3 of them on my eyeball right now. And then they also did like kind of metallic liners, and then they have this loose powder right here, as well as they did the stick highlighter. I think that's it. I think that's everything that they did. But I got they did this as well. So I got the compact highlighter that they did. I got the loose highlighter that they did. And then, like I said, I got 4 of the eye thingies. So price point, everything, these guys right here were all $4.99. The loose highlighter was $6.99. They also have a bundle where you can get everything in the entire collection for $39.99, which is pretty good. If you want to purchase everything, it's cheaper to go that route, but I didn't want everything, so it was cheaper for me to not go that route. So let's go ahead and start breaking everything down. I'm going to do swatches. I've got a very tiny little eye tutorial so you can see how what I put on my eyes actually applied. And we are going to first though, eek! If I don't drop my phone everywhere, which, you know, will probably happen. But we are going to start off first though doing the powder highlight. I've heard good things about this, so I've done all of my makeup. You'll see me doing my eyes later, I just said that. But let's go ahead and add some highlighter so I can have complete makeup for the rest of the video. And I ruined it because the highlighter comes out very easily, as you can see. But the little sifter, I don't know if I show you this, is really cute, if you can see it. The little sifter, though, is in the shape of, you can't really see that, but it's in the shape of a skull, which was a super cute detail that they did. It's the skull that's on the front, is the sifter on the inside. But let's go ahead and apply this to our cheeks. Now I'm just going to go in with a Real Techniques, what's the technical one for this? They call this a setting brush, but this is a great highlighter brush. I don't ever really use loose highlighters too, so I'm gonna go in gently at first. Well, no, won't go in gently. I'll just swirl my whole brush around and yeah. So let's see what happens. Ooh, okay, holy crap! I need to get more off of that. That's really, really pretty. I'm someone who likes more of a natural highlight. I know if you are someone who likes a lot of highlight, that this well, no, it is a lot. The lights on camera are not getting it as most. Before I blend it, because I am going to blend this in, I'm just gonna let you see that is shine-tastic. That is amazing, but I don't go outside with that much highlight on. So this is beautiful, but there we go. Blend it out. Blend it out with the sponge. Oh, this is a great trick. If you like more natural highlight, blend it out with a sponge and it will... Ooh, that is pretty though. Ooh, that is pretty. Oh, I'm so happy right now. Okay, so first product to talk about, the powdered highlighter, is awesome. And I thought with my skin tone, gold highlighters are hard when you are as paper white as I am, because a lot of the times a gold highlighter will have too deep of an undertone, where when you look like straight on, it can give an unnatural cast, and even when you turn to the side, it looks darker than my skin tone. This isn't though. What that means for darker skin tones, I'm not sure how successful or unsuccessful it would look with your skin tone. But this gives just a very beautiful wet look to the cheek. The powder is super fine. It maybe has a tiny bit of glitter in it, but it doesn't really look glittery on the cheek. This might like convert me to powder highlighters because that's beautiful. Okay, so now that I've got the highlighter on, oh, it's so pretty. But yeah, like I was saying, I think I might have gotten cut off mid-thought, my camera died. But I'm not sure how this will look on darker skin tones, but if you are fair, I'm pretty white, and it works on me. If it was any darker, it wouldn't work on me. But yeah, let's stop talking about the awesome highlighter. We'll move on to the other highlighter, which you can see in the inner corner of my eye, as well as what I used on my brow bone. And it is another one of their Mega Glows. I think it works well. I really like the Mega Glow formula, but this one is Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the color. What is the color? That's always the question, isn't it? White Raven, which is a pretty color. When you look at it, it is very iridescent and white, hence the title of it. This I don't think would look, I don't know how it would look. You could, on darker skin tones, I think it would very much be a statement look, and even on lighter skin tones, it's more of a statement, because as you can see, even though it looks very white in the pan, when I move it in the pan, you don't see it as much, but if you look at like the inner corner of my eye, there's a lot of pink and blue to it. So it's very cool tone and very pretty, but definitely a bit more of a statement highlighter. When I rub my finger all over it, you can see the blue and pink in it a little bit more. And then when I do that, you can definitely see it on my hand. But a very pretty highlight, but more of kind of like a fun statement highlight. I'll definitely use this again, though. I like cool toned highlighters because cool tones I think look good on me. I like doing cool tone as well as warm tone looks, so I'll definitely be playing around with this more. As per all the other Mega Glow highlighters, great formula, works well, smooth, blendable, buttery, insert all those adjectives, and cool for the packaging. It's got, can I get the camera to focus? It's got a little skull on it. But can you see? The lights might be too bright. But it has got a little skull right here on it. Everything, they did a great job with the packaging on this in particular. So moving on, we have got both of our highlighters done. This highlighter is $4.99. The loose highlighter was $6.99. So then the last thing that we are going to go over are these guys. Da-da-da! Right here, this isn't a new kind of product for a new kind of product for Wet n Wild, because I believe for their mermaid collection, they released the same thing, and they've got kind of like a basic set of colors now. But yeah, they are. I was looking at one I have in a different color, and they are the same. These are marketed, I don't know why, because it's not a collection to me, but maybe they're trying to make it one. But these are the liquid catsuit, and if you've seen their liquid lipsticks are the liquid catsuit as well. So I guess, I don't know why catsuit is the thing they're going for, but these are the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit Liquid Eyeshadows. And these are, I think I got most of the colors. There may be one more color. These are the 4 that I got because the lighter shades do all start to look very similar. But we have this color right here, which is Goth Tears, which is a very pretty, I'll insert swatches right here while I'm talking about them so you can see how they apply. I'm going to try and do the dual screen thing. We're going to get fancy on this channel. But this one has more of a light blue. It looks more purple in the tube. Like when I look at it, it looks more like a lilac with a blue undertone. But when you look on my eye, the center lid color right here, a lot of it is this. And then the next color is going to be Nyctophilia. Not sure what that means, but the love of something. And it is definitely more of a darker purple. Once again, this looks more purple in the tube, but when you look, it's what I have on the inner corner as well as the outer corner of my eyes. Once you put it on the eye, way more blue. And then the next one right here, which is Mystic Dreamer. I think this one is really pretty. It's a light baby pink. I have held off on getting the Stila one that's a light baby pink because they're just expensive, and then this came out, I got very excited. And then the last one we've got is Pure Intention. And it is this one right here. This one's definitely more of a white with a slight champagne color to it. Swatches right there, so we're good to go. As far as the component, we've got the cute little top right here, which has all of the skulls on it. A clear component right here, which I really, really like. I like being able to see the color of the product. And then just kind of a standard paddle applicator, whatnot. For the applicator, it works well on picking up enough product, but if you want to get into like the corner of your eyes and whatnot, you do have to be a bit more careful. Just flip the paddle onto the side so you can use the edge and you'll be able to get more of a precise line with it. For blending these out, I recommend using your fingers. They do dry quickly, so when you are working with them, once you apply it, don't keep on applying more. Apply and then blend, and if you want to add more, then I would recommend adding more on top of it. They are buildable as far as in comparison to the higher brand ones. I know that these have become really popular. Stila kind of started it. So in comparison to the Stila ones, these are good, but they are not as fully pigmented as the Stila ones, and these are more metallic. These are metallic. I would not call these glittery at all. These are 110% metallic. Even though they look like they have glitter in the pan, when I put them on my eyes, I wouldn't ever describe it as something glittery, but metallic. They are very, very pretty though. It was funny because when I first swatched them, they looked more patchy when I swatched them, and then when I applied them on my eye, I felt that they were more pigmented, and I applied them onto my eye over, I set my eyes, like I primed and set my eyes with a powder, but I didn't apply them over a shadow, just to kind of see how pigmented they were. They can kind of move around product a little bit. You have to be careful when you build them up. For example, when I went in with this color, I put it all over the lid. I did end up going twice over the lid with it, but I was able to get a sharp line with it that was pigmented, and they're opaque-ish. I would do 2 coats though to get like true opacity with them, and if you really wanted to make them pop, do like a base that's a light blue or a white, and this would be crazy looking. So the opacity on them is good, but it's not phenomenal, but they're good. I would never not recommend them if you want something like this. I think these are a great alternative to expensive ones. But as far as like moving the product around, you need to be careful when you are layering them. If you're just like patting them on, it should be fine, but have a gentle hand with them because they can kind of shift and pick up. Like if you put the wet product over the dry product, it can pick it up a little bit. And when I put this one over on the inner and outer corner of my eye over the light blue, I used a tiny brush with it. And when I tried to, with very light pressure, swipe the brush to blend it out, it started picking up product. So use stippling motions when you're blending these out if you're kind of going for a look like what I did, or use your finger. When I used my finger to blend, I didn't really have an issue with it. And I think all the colors are pretty. I love this pink color. It's what I put in the center to kind of highlight the center of the eye. I think the light ones are a little bit more pigmented than the darker colors. Or, well, I don't know. This one is very pigmented as well, the dark purple. This light blue one is really pretty and, well, pigmented, a little bit less pigmented than the light pink one. So I really loved these. They are phenomenal for $4.99. You like can't beat, and they look gorgeous on the lid, and they were easy enough to work with. And yeah, that kind of sums, not that kind of, that does sum up everything for what I think. I loved these. I love the highlighters. I didn't get the products I didn't think I was going to like because I didn't want to waste my money on them. Jay Kissa has a really good video where she goes over everything in it. So I can recommend that you go see that if you're interested in how the lipsticks that really work more as lip toppers are, as well as the liner. They don't have my favorite liquid liner. I think it can get a little bit crumbly sometimes. But yeah, I will go ahead and swing you over into the eye tutorial because, not gonna lie, I like how this look turned out. I love how orange and blues look together. I think that there's something very beautiful about how they look together. They just pop they make themselves pop. The orange makes the blue pop. But I'll go ahead and swing you over in the tutorial so you can see how I got this eye look, as well as how these Catsuit liquid eyeshadows apply. And then we will be done, ladies and gentlemen, with this video. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, and to the tutorial! So to start off, we've got the eyeballs primed with concealer, and then I set that just with any old powder. I just used a setting powder and a huge brush. And, you know, since we're doing Wet n Wild, I'm going to go in with the new Wet n Wild palettes that they just kind of released that are kind of the revamp of their old school ones. And I am going to go in with this orange color right here. And there was a little bit of kickback, but nothing too bad on it when I used it. And as you can see from my eyeball that's already done, but we are going to go in. I'm starting by placing the eyeshadow on the outer V of my eye and then blending it all the way into the inner corner. We really want to have a good buildup of pigmentation. I will say these eyeshadows worked very well and were blendable and pigmented. So I was very pleasantly surprised with them, and I really liked the fact that the orange undertone stayed. And as you can see, I'm showing you the outline of where I'm going to be building and placing all of the pigment so that you don't have to watch me actually build all of it up. And I am building this a lot up in the inner corner as well. I'm not fading the amount of color, and then what I'm actually doing is going in with a more dense kind of angled brush, and I'm laying that in the direct crease of my eye and gently blending it out, and I'm doing that to really intensify the orange color along the lash line. That's all we're doing for our transition matte stuff. Now we're going in with these beauties right here if I don't drop them. But yes, let me Vanna White for you, and the first color we're going to go in with is the I'll put the name up of it so you can see the names for all of them, but this is the purpley blue one. It actually has more blue. It looks more purple in the tube. It's the Tears one. I can't remember its name. But anyways, put that all over the lid. And then once your whole lid is completely cut, you very much want to keep a crisp line when you do it though. We're not blending this into the orange, but anyways, make sure that you let it dry. With a product like this, if you have in particular kind of more hooded, smaller eyes like I do, look down and make sure the product dries all the way. Otherwise, as soon as you open your eye, you're going to get a lot of transfer up onto your eyelid. So once it is dry, we're then going to go in with the dark purple blue of the colors, and I'm taking this on a brush. I kind of had to play around to figure out how to make this work. At first I was using stippling motions to blend it in. It kind of worked, but it didn't do what I wanted all the way, so I went in with my finger after placing it down. So I placed with a brush for precision and then blended with my finger, and that worked the best for me. We're going to be doing a halo eye with this, so we are going to do the inner corner now that we have done the outer corner, and I'm just using very small stippling motions to blend that. Now we are going in with this beautiful pink color, and we are dabbing that into the center, just gently placing it, and then with our finger just blending it out. Fingers kind of work the best with these kind of products, I feel like, for blending them out. And I really like how the pink looks with the blues as well as the orange, and it just gives a nice pop onto an already very shiny eyeball. But yes, that is the upper. Now let's go to the lower eyeball. We are going to go back in with that orange color on a kind of dense, it's not a pencil brush, but it's not super fluffy, so like a dense blending brush. And anyways, circle the eyeball out. And once your raccoon eyes are done with the orange, we're going to go in with the highlighter from the palette that I talked about earlier, the White Raven, and we are going to do inner corner. It doesn't show up the best just because of lighting, and highlight shows up way better in person, but it does have a duochrome of purple and blue to it. Then to add a nice touch, we are going to tightline the eyeballs with white. I thought it really worked well with this look. worked with the colors. It just added a nice touch, and then it also opened the eyes up again for us. And go ahead, throw on mascara, lashes if you like them. Make sure you do the bottom lash line. Then we are going to tight line the upper part of our eyes with black just to fill in the lash line. So I'm not going to take it all the way down towards the inner corner of the eye, but around the outer half of the lash line, do it. And that is just this quick little easy tutorial, super easy look, but that is the completed thing all together. I threw on the color Muñeca for the lipstick. It's a Kat Von D one that I really like a lot. And yeah, I hope that you liked this look. It's super fun. I really liked how it turned out. And yep, that's it. I hope to see you in the next video, that you are having a good day, night, evening, wherever you are, and mwah, goodbye.